Hello everyone and welcome to the Williams TopsTV community. I'm your host and I'm excited to take you on a tour of 10 places where swimming can be dangerous or even deadly. Today I'm going to show you some of the most amazing bodies of water in the world, from lakes that look like something out of a horror movie to rivers that hide deadly dangers. Are you ready to discover these places? Let's get started. Number 10. Lake Karachay, Russia. Lake Karachay, located in central Russia, is considered the most polluted place in the world. It used to be a beautiful lake, but in 1951 the Soviets began using it as a dump for radioactive waste from the Mayak Production Association, one of Russia's largest nuclear facilities. Due to the strong radioactive waste disposal over the years, the lake is now deadly. In fact, researchers have determined that staying on the shores of the lake for just 1 hour would release enough radiation to kill a human being. The lake has been rated as the most contaminated place on the planet from a radiological standpoint and has been completely off limits to the public for the last 45 years. The impact of the toxic lake has spread beyond its shores, ruining the surrounding land, air, and water, and affecting the health of people living in the area. There has been a 21% increase in cancer cases, a 25% increase in birth defects, and a 41% increase in leukemia in areas near the lake. Additionally, the area is almost completely devoid of any kind of wildlife. Number 9. Citarum River, Indonesia. Do you fancy taking a refreshing bath in Indonesia's longest river? Think twice. Java is a beautiful place that attracts many visitors, but the dangerous waters of Citarum are not in good condition. This river is considered the most polluted in the world. It's not safe to swim in because 20,000 tons of waste and 340,000 tons of wastewater are dumped into it daily by 2,000 industrial facilities, causing large-scale environmental damage. The waters of Citarum are highly toxic and dangerous to human health, containing high concentrations of mercury, lead, and arsenic. In some areas, trash and dead animals are so abundant that it's hard to see the water. This river is a depressing sight that should be avoided at all costs. Number 8. Eagle's Nest Cave, Florida. Eagle's Nest Cave in Florida looks like a normal pond, but beneath its surface lies a fascinating underwater world with tubular chimneys, caverns, and passages that attract adventurous divers. However, this place is very dangerous. Since 1981, at least 10 experienced divers have lost their lives in the Eagle's Nest Cave, leading authorities to call for access to these dangerous waters to be prohibited. The Eagle's Nest Cave is located in the remote Chassahowitzka Wildlife Management Area and remains a big draw for some brave divers, despite the risks. Poor visibility and issues related to guidelines and gas supply can put divers in danger. In addition, the underwater tunnels in the area dive at least 300 feet below the surface, making it a very dangerous place to explore in depth. Therefore, while Eagle's Nest Cave is a fascinating place, you must be careful and follow guidelines to stay safe. Number 7. New Smyrna Beach, Florida. New Smyrna Beach is popular among surfers and tourists. The problem is, it's also popular among sharks. In recent times, it has gained a reputation as the shark attack capital of the world. Venturing into its warm waters carries the risk of being bitten or worse. Numerous species, including great white sharks, have been seen here, and scientists estimate that anyone who has swum in New Smyrna has been within 10 feet of a shark. It's a terrifying thought, but the conditions are so good that surfers still flock here, and lives are taken every time they enter the bright waters of Florida. Located just south of Daytona Beach, the sands are beautiful here and the weather perfect. But with Volusia County leading the world in recorded shark bites for several years, you may want to think twice before taking a dip. Number 6. Bubbly Creek, Chicago. It sounds quite picturesque and charming, and like the perfect place to take a dip. However, Bubbly Creek is not a place for swimming. Its fetid waters have been cleaned up in recent times, but there is so much underlying filth in this gloomy river that you still shouldn't venture into it. The south branch of the Chicago River was once an open sewer, near the city's large meatpacking district, where large quantities of blood and offal from the surrounding slaughterhouses were dumped. It was the gases that emanated from decomposing animal remains that gave the waterway its name. It's not so picturesque and charming after all. Huge mud mounds made of fat and chemicals clogged the river, while methane and hydrogen sulfide made the smell unbearable. Number 5. Hoover Dam, Nevada. Hoover Dam is an impressive engineering structure located on the border between Nevada and Arizona. It's a masterpiece of engineering that has been visited by millions of people since its construction in the 1930s. Although it's neither legal nor safe to attempt to swim across the reservoir, some have tried in the past, and many have lost their lives in the process. In the 10-year period between 2008 and 2018, 275 deaths were reported at the dam. Most of these deaths were caused by jumping into the water from the dam, but there were also some attempts to swim across. In 2017, a British man managed to swim across the reservoir, but his survival was due to the fact that 9 out of the dam's 10 large hydroelectric turbines weren't operational that day. If Hoover Dam had been in full operation, the man would likely have been pulled under the surface and most likely would have lost his life. It's important to note that even attempting to cross the reservoir without specialized equipment is dangerous and can result in serious consequences. Therefore, it's best to enjoy the impressive views of Hoover Dam from a safe location. Before we continue, don't forget to leave your like and subscribe. We also invite you to activate the notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. Number 4. The Boiling Lake. The Boiling Lake in Dominica is an impressive attraction that draws tourists from all over the world. However, although it may seem tempting to approach the bubbling hot springs, it is important to exercise caution and not get too close. Located in the Morne-Trois Pitons National Park near the capital of Roseau, the lake is actually a flooded fumarole, an opening in the Earth's crust that emits steam and gases from the molten lava below. Breathing in these gases can be dangerous, and it is important to maintain a safe distance. Entering the water of the boiling lake is not recommended. Although the water can sometimes cool down, the temperature can quickly rise, and the gray-blue waters are known to reach nearly 200 degrees Fahrenheit. Taking a dip here could have disastrous consequences, so it's best to stay away from the water. Number 3. West End, Bahamas. West End is a paradise for tourists who want to enjoy the beautiful beaches of the Bahamas. However, its waters are home to dangerous creatures that can endanger the lives of visitors. Located on the island of Grand Bahama, West End is known for being home to countless sharks, and its waters are considered among the most dangerous in the world. Tiger Beach is an especially dangerous place due to the tiger sharks that patrol its shores. These dangerous beasts, only surpassed by the great white shark in their fearsome reputation, can measure up to 16 feet long. Although some visitors venture out on excursions to see the sharks up close, it is important to note that this is extremely dangerous. Instead, it is much safer to go on a fishing trip in search of the tuna and marlins that inhabit the area. Staying on the boat and keeping a safe distance from these creatures is essential to ensuring the safety of visitors. Number 2. Kipu Falls, East Kauai. You may recognize Kipu Falls from Raiders of the Lost Ark. However, those aspiring to be Indiana Jones should not be tempted to visit. For one, it is private property where entry is prohibited. Moreover, it is a dangerous place where drownings are common, and many who choose to ignore warnings pay the ultimate price. Located in eastern Kauai, it is a spectacular place, but the waterfall and swimming hole that attract adventurers hide dangers that cannot be seen from the surface. Those who venture in are often dragged to the depths and drowned. Some believe this is due to the presence of an angry mo'o, a Hawaiian spiritual lizard, although the simplest explanation is a powerful whirlpool that generates immense underwater currents. In any case, swimming here is a risk not worth taking. Number 1. Hanakapiai Beach, Kauai. The beach of Hanakapiai is truly beautiful. It's off the beaten path and can't be reached by vehicle, making it a remote and picturesque spot that's the best of Hawaii. It's the perfect place to lounge and sunbathe, but there's one thing you should keep in mind: don't go into the water. The ocean at this beach is dangerous. Powerful waves, strong currents, and dangerous breakers have claimed countless lives. According to official figures, around 30 people have drowned here since 1970. However, the grim warning sign that greets visitors suggests the figure is much higher. In any case, swimming at Hanakapiai Beach is a great risk. The immense currents can drag unsuspecting swimmers out to sea without warning, and the bodies of countless drowned victims have never been recovered. Although it may be tempting to take a dip in the crystal clear waters, it's important to heed the warnings and not be reckless. It's been a fascinating tour of the most dangerous places in the aquatic world. I hope it's been helpful and that you've enjoyed learning about these hazardous areas. Remember to always exercise caution when swimming and follow warning signs to stay safe. Thank you for joining us on this journey.